Hi and welcome to the channel. This is my first of two projects, a Morris commercial built in 1924. I was looking for a project for quite a while, and this one came up on Marketplace. Very complete. A lot of the timber work is completely dry rotted out. So the guy I bought it from was in Adelaide. He owns Classic Car Restorations. He had planned to rebuild it, but been sitting there for about 30 years and he hadn't done anything with it. So I put it up for sale. It's very rough. Needs a lot of love and care. What amazes me is it's got no speedo. Very, very simple dash. Look, still got the ignition key. Still got half the seat. The engine looks to be complete. Managed to find the carburetor bowl under the seat in the cab. When I cleaned out all the treasures from there, you'll see that a bit later on. That's the bloke that sold it to me, saying goodbye. Now it's time to load it up. The guy that transported it back to Bendigo for me forgot his ramps for his flatbed truck, so we had to pull it up onto previous owner's tilt bed truck and then transfer it from there across onto the flatbed trailer. You may notice dollies under the back wheel. That's because I believe that it is stuck in gear. Previous owner said he'd have a look at it if he could, but he didn't get a chance to, so we just had to move it around the dollies. Started the next day, up bright and early, chasing her back to Bendigo. The first time it's ever done 110 kilometers an hour down a freeway. There were a lot of loose parts that were removed and put in the back of the car so we didn't get them lost. However, a few bits did fly off, and we stopped and picked those up on the way back. But it certainly caught a few eyes as we were driving back. We eventually stopped and put a net over it because the cab was just getting way too shaky. So thought at least if the cab collapses, then at least we'll still have all the parts in there to take patterns of and rebuild. So when we got back to Bendigo, due to the being stuck in gear, we had to unload it with a jib attachment on the forklift. We used a spreader bar and dropped a couple of slings down each side and attached them to the rear of the rear leaf springs. Lowered it down onto the ground, and then repeated the process with the front. As you can see here, I don't think I took a breath for the whole time the forklift was attached to it. And there it is, safely on the ground. So she looked very windblown when she arrived in Bendigo, but Didn't lose any parts that I'm aware of. Everything as it came off, as I said, did end up in the back of the car. So yeah, this is under the seat, full of nests and stuff like that, but sort of dig through it, find out what treasures I could find. A few spanners, carburetor bowl, a couple of old beer bottles. So picking it up from the back end again, we were able to then move it into the shed. That's where she is, safe and sound.